What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We have millions of Americans still getting stimulus checks or new stimulus checks coming out here. And this is via state stimulus checks, tax refund checks, and property tax stimulus checks coming out here from states. In fact, there's about half of the states right now that are issuing stimulus checks or have approved stimulus checks on the state level. And this comes out to tens of millions of Americans coming out here. That's right. If you've been watching my channel, you're kind of up to date here on this. Yeah, and that's one of my goals here on this channel is to keep you guys up to date here on this and all these type of programs here and keep you up to date here on the other states that are hopefully coming out here with this as well and all these type of federal programs as well. We have a new food assistance SNAP program update coming here next week. We have a major student loan announcement coming here probably this week that affects over 40 million Americans for student loans and over 40 million Americans for food assistance. That's over 80 million Americans between those. And with the state programs, that's got to be another over 100 million Americans as well. And so let's just jump right in because I got a lot of different things to talk about here for you guys in this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. Right now, it's completely free to do so. Click the bell icon, and you can support our channel if you've already done that by hitting the thumbs up button for us. All right, and we'll start with Ohio. That's right, good old Ohio, which may have some stimulus checks coming here. Check this out. Yeah, Ohio. Will Ohio send stimulus checks? It's a possibility. A gubernatorial candidate in Ohio has announced her intention to send out $350 stimulus checks. You can see here in an interview with Scioto Valley Guardian, Democrat nominee Nan Whalen, I think I'm saying her name right, shared her plan to help Ohio residents' soaring costs. Whalen easily won the Democratic primary for governor of Ohio, earning 65% of the vote in the state's primary for the Democratic candidate. However, she faces stiff competition against incumbent Governor Mike DeWine in the general election. I don't want to disregard this here, but this is also the $300 stimulus checks to Hawaii taxpayers. This has been approved for the state of Hawaii. This is for thousands of taxpayers in Hawaii. These are going out here soon. According to Hawaii's Department of Taxation, the refunds are expected to be sent out during the last week of August. Those getting paper checks need to wait 3 to 4 weeks longer for the money to arrive. And this will be $300 tax rebates, and I believe it also includes money for dependents as well. A family of 4 could pocket a refund worth $1,200. So yeah, it's $300 per person as long as you make less than $100,000. If you make over $100,000, then it's $100 per person in Hawaii. But you can see here, Ohio has. This is from the Democratic candidate. They reported that Ohio will receive $2.68 billion in funding from the next round of American Rescue Plan payments. These funds will cover the cost of the payments. Whaley's plan would send $350 to individuals earning less than $80,000 annually and $700 to couples making no more than $160. So $700 to married couples. That's pretty good. Now you might be saying, Jimmy, what about Republican Governor Mike DeWine? And I would be saying back to you, well, unfortunately, Mike DeWine, I don't know what he's doing with the money. He's one of those governors that is, I don't know, is he stashing the money under his bed? Right now, he's holding on to the money. I guess he's keeping it there for safekeeping. Just yeah. You guys know I see your comments. Yeah, I see your comments saying, our governor, he's I see the comments from some of you guys saying our governor's keeping the money for him and his cronies. Yeah, some of the governors, who knows what they're doing with the money. I'll keep it today because some of them, the money's there. They just haven't spent it yet. But maybe as we get closer to the elections, we'll see. The state of Virginia also has a stimulus check slash tax rebate coming here as well soon, also. Yeah, some Virginians may be getting extra money in their pockets thanks to a one time tax rebate check as well. Part of a bipartisan plan, both Republicans and Democrats passed through the state. If you had a tax liability for your state tax return, you could get $250 per person, and those who file jointly will get up to $500 for married couples. And what the Department of Taxation has defined a tax liability is your actual tax on your 2021 income minus any credits you may have taken as a credit for taxes paid to the states other than Virginia. So Virginia's kind of a weird one. They did it very differently than a lot of other states. They just kind of made it complicated. Most people should expect a rebate through a check in the mail or through direct deposit by or before October 31st. Also, back in Ohio, apparently in Ohio's largest school district, the teachers have gone on strike right as school is starting because there's actually a teacher shortage in the entire country. More than 94% of Columbus educators voted to reject the school board's final offer. More than 4,000 teachers, librarians, and nurses, and other employees said, "We've had enough. We're going on strike. We don't get paid enough." And I feel for you. Teachers across the nation get paid less than the average salary based on averages. And they have to go to college. They have to get college degrees, and the average cost of college is nearing $100,000 now, and that's before interest. So, God bless our teachers out there and our educators. The state of Colorado is launching a free tax clinics to help residents qualify for their $750 refund checks to help people make sure they get them. Though distribution of the $750 taxpayer Bill of Right refund checks began this month, it's not too late for Coloradans to file their taxes and still qualify. I think that's per person. So married couples can get $1,500. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good amount. The state is providing free tax clinics over the next 2 months to help residents file their state taxes by the extended October 17th deadline. Governor Jared Polis announced Friday, if filing before October 17th, taxpayers should get their checks in January, which is, hey, some check is better than no check, especially when it's $750 for individual tax filers and $1,500 for joint filers, right? Right? That's why I try to share this information with you guys for each state and everything going on, all these different federal programs and SNAP benefits, student loan programs, everything, programs for low income individuals, just so it can help as many people as possible, right? They say, quote, "We encourage all eligible Coloradans to file taxes and not miss out on tax rebate checks." Remember, the stimulus checks, one of the names for a stimulus check is a tax rebate check, the regular stimulus checks that people know and love, right? We are making sure these free tax clinics are available to support Coloradans who still need to file state taxes. Most people don't even know that they can get this money just by simply filing. We are providing immediate relief to Coloradans as part of our ongoing commitment to put money back in the pockets of hard-working Coloradans. There will be 3 times to operate beginning on August 20th, so that one's passed, September 17th, and October 8th. The clinics will be located at Tax Help Colorado Mile High University in Denver, and all these kind of different locations. You can pause the screen here if you're from Colorado. Tens of millions of dollars are waiting to be reclaimed by Colorado residents. Also, don't forget that the state of California has passed another stimulus check like they did last year. It's going to be $350 per person for a maximum of $1,050 for a family. Basically, if you're a mom, $350. If you're a dad, $350. And if you have children, $350 for a maximum of $1,050. So $350 per person, maximum of 3 people. There's some income requirements. So if you make like, several $100,000, then you get a little bit less, and then, there's a maximum on it, but most people won't hit those income requirements. Those could go out as soon as next month in September. I'll keep you up to date here on that as well. There's a lot of states doing this. I'm going to keep you guys up to date on everything. And really, the IRS could be on the verge of changing the way Americans file their taxes. Remember that there's a lot of tax rebates, tax credits, and money that a lot of people don't get because they don't know about it, or for people that don't even file taxes, they could be missing out on a lot of money because they don't file taxes or don't know about it. Remember also that the child tax credits, just as one example, there's also an adult tax credit as well. The child tax credits have been around for like 23 or 24 years. They're not new. A lot of people think they're new because they're just kind of in the news lately. But the child tax credits have been around for like 23 or 24 years. Former President Donald Trump raised it back in, I think it was 2017 with the Trump tax cuts. He raised it from $1,000 per child to $2,000 per child. But you need to file a tax return to get it. Okay. They were increased last in the third stimulus package from $2,000 per child to $3,000 to $3,600 per child, and included those monthly payments. That's when they got all the big hoopla and all the big news with the monthly payment thing. Monthly payment thing is actually, in my opinion, a much better thing for everybody because a lot of Americans, it's just been proven. It's a proven fact that when you give people like $250 or $300 a month, it's better for like 90 some percent of Americans because Americans are just not good at budgeting. If you give an American $3,000 or $6,000 if they have 2 children, most Americans won't have it by the end of the year. It's gone. They spend it all. Okay, for most Americans, not all Americans, not all Americans. Hopefully, you watching this, you're a good saver or an investor, or you're good at saving money. But most Americans don't have any money with it by the end of the year. Or if you give somebody $300 a month, every month, 300, 300, 300, 300, they can use it for food every month. They could use it maybe for food and rent. I know it's not a lot when you think about it, $300 a month, as opposed to 3,000 and 3,000 maybe, or if you have one child, 3,000, as opposed to 250 or $300 a month. The monthly payments option is much better. Where if you get it all as a one lump sum on your tax refund, you get it as one lump sum, and then people kind of get the itch to spend it all and splurge on it, and then it's kind of gone, and then like by the time October, November, December comes, Christmas comes, it's kind of all gone. Yeah, so just statistics prove that. It's not even my opinion. It's just a proven fact. But the other problem here right now is that Congress has not been able to come together and pass it. Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema, the Republicans have not been able to come together. The Democrats wanted to pass it in the last package, But Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema were the two Democrats blocking it. Republicans all voted no. So that was also blocked there as well. That enhanced child tax credits would increase it for like 60 million children from $2,000 to $3,000 to $3,600. So first of all, that's an increase of $1,000 to $1,600 per child. Um, it's a $3,000 per child over the age of 6 through 17, and $3,600 for children under the age of 6. And you get the monthly payment options, okay? But right now, they haven't passed it. They could still pass it, or they could even pass it after the midterms in November. The monthly payments wouldn't happen because it'd be too late in the year, but it could still happen even with the higher amount. You would just get it on your tax returns. Okay, more money is more money, even if the monthly payments don't happen. Okay, but what's important there is that either way, you have to file your taxes. Okay, for last year, 2021, with the monthly payments only went for half the year. It was July through December. That was only half the year. To get the other half of the money, you still needed to file taxes. The IRS says that millions of people, millions of parents, and millions of children will actually miss out on the other half of the money because they simply didn't file their taxes. Isn't that sad? That's why one of my missions is just try to help as many people get that money. Even if you don't file normally, just file your taxes. Even if you have zero income, even if you're a stay-at-home mom who doesn't work and never worked ever, just file a tax return with zero income and say, hey, IRS, give me my money. Because guess what? It's fully refundable, which means the IRS will pay you the money even if you don't have a drop of income. But most people don't know this unless they watch my channel, and again, you don't even have to trust me. You can look it up, you can Google it and go to the IRS's website. You can walk into an H&R Block and ask them. I get nothing out of this. I don't get paid from the IRS or anything like that. The IRS ain't helping me. In fact, the IRS is paying you, so they're losing money on it. In fact, the money's coming from the Congress and the Treasury Department. So if anything, you're the one making out. But the problem is that a lot of people don't file taxes. And remember, you also have to file your taxes correctly. Like you have to use like a tax software, make sure you check the right boxes and all that stuff, right? The other thing here is that um, there's a lot of other credits that people miss out on, like adult tax credit, the earned income tax credit. That's primarily for low income Americans. There's a lot of other tax credits that a lot of people who are actually low income Americans would actually probably benefit from and could actually get thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars of tax credits, which is really just money back in your pocket if they filed. If they filed. I still to this day get people who comment and say, I never got my third stimulus check. And if I see it, I try to remember I get thousands of comments a day. And sometimes I'll see other people comment and I say, oh, thank you so much for doing that. But I'll see people when the comments say, I never got my third stimulus check. The government scammed me or something like that. Well, something may have happened, like you moved or got lost in the mail or who knows what happened, right? Um, well, the only way to get it now is to say it with me, file a tax return. So you file a tax return, you claim it on the tax return via, I'll show you. Here it is, right from the Washington Post. To claim your stimulus payment, any past stimulus checks that you didn't get, on line 30 on your that year's tax return is how you get that money. So for example, if you're missing the third stimulus check, that's for tax year 2021 last year, you file a 2021 tax return. Same thing with the child tax credits from last year. Remember that if you have any children, you're still owed half the year. You file a 2021 tax return. Line 30 is for the stimulus checks. I don't know what line it is for the child tax credits. You probably want to use a tax software, go to H&R Block or something like that. But if you didn't, you also can use. There's also IRS Free File and stuff like that. But if you didn't get your third stimulus check, it's line 30 on 2021 tax return. You also can file an amended tax return if you didn't get any of your stimulus checks. Now, amended tax returns are going to take a while, but who cares? You're still going to get the money eventually at some point, right? If you didn't get stimulus check 1 or 2, that's a tax return for year 2020, back when former President Donald Trump was taxed when he was president. Again, it might take a while to get it, but it's better than not getting the money, right? Right. And going forward, if you have children, if your family has children, friends, family, and children, right now it looks like if they don't pass the child tax credits, just as one thing, it's probably gonna be $2,000 a child. But you're gonna have to file a tax return to get it. It's not like the child tax credits are gonna go away. It's just gonna revert back to $2,000 a child, and you file a tax return to get it. Now there might be some different stipulations, different changes. I'll keep you up to date on that. There's also adult tax credits called the Earned Income Tax Credit. Okay, primarily for low income adults and things like that. There's other type of stuff like this that I cover on my channel all the time. Okay, and there could be student loan forgiveness, the student loan payment pause, all these state stimulus checks, tax returns, property tax rebates, the SNAP income program, all these different things I cover on my channel here all the time. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below right now and click the bell icon. It's completely free to do so. Again, none of this is tax advice because, again, I don't know your specific situation or anything like that. So if you're not sure, seek out a tax professional for your specific situation or something like that. I'm just trying to help out as many people as possible. You can also Google it. Go to Google, look up as many things as you can personally, or go to the IRS website, or walk into an H&R Block or any type of tax place near you, or if you have a family member who knows something about taxes and knows about your specific situation, ask them. But the important thing is that a lot of people miss. The IRS says millions of people every year miss out on money like this, whether it's stimulus checks, child tax credits, adult tax credits, or tax rebates. Some type of tax credit. Remember, the tax credit is just money. If you hear tax credit, just think of money that you can claim that a lot of people miss out on. So that's it. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. If you like this video, if you like our channel, don't forget to give us the thumbs up. Again, completely free. It's just a button you click. It just tells the YouTube algorithm that you like our channel and you appreciate it. I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. You can click here to see my video about student loans. August 31st, really big date coming here on about that. And you can click here to see my newest video about stimulus checks as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.